This episode of Overlooked History of Georgia is about Georgia connections to the presidents. The best known of Georgia's presidential connections is Jimmy Carter, the Georgia peanut farmer who served as president from 1977 to 1981. Carter, however, is not the first Georgian to run for president. William H. Crawford was born in Virginia in 1772. By 1783, his family had moved to Georgia. He became prominent in state politics as a member of the state house, and in 1807 he was appointed to the U.S. Senate after the death of Abraham Baldwin. Crawford served as Minister of France and Secretary of War before being appointed by James Madison Secretary of the Treasury in 1816. In 1824 he ran for president as a member of the Democratic-Republican Party, but lost to John Quincy Adams. Adams asked him to continue serving as Secretary of the Treasury, but Crawford declined. He passed away in 1834. The next major presidential connection is from Teddy Roosevelt. Roosevelt's mother, Minnie Bulloch, was from Roswell, Georgia. She and Roosevelt's father married in the family mansion, Bulloch Hall, on December 22, 1853. The other son of Minnie Bulloch Roosevelt was Elliott Roosevelt, the father of Eleanor. In addition, Minnie Bulloch was a descendant of Archibald Bulloch, the first governor of Georgia. Teddy Roosevelt's third son was named Archibald Bulloch Roosevelt. The next presidential connection is Woodrow Wilson. Though Wilson was born in Virginia, his family moved to Augusta, Georgia when he was young. The house they lived in is today preserved as the Woodrow Wilson Boyhood Home. Wilson grew up here in Georgia during the Civil War, and after finishing college, he returned to practice law. While visiting Rome, he met Ellen Axon, and they married in 1885. They moved up north shortly after they were married, but when Ellen died in 1914, she was buried in Rome, Georgia. In the 1920s, after suffering from polio, Franklin Roosevelt found relief at the springs of Warm Springs, Georgia. He built a private retreat, the Little White House in Warm Springs. He later died in the house in 1845. The final presidential connection is Greenwood Plantation in Thomasville, Georgia. The house was built in the 1830s and changed owners several times. In the 1960s, the house was owned by the Whitney family. After the assassination of John F. Kennedy, Jackie Kennedy chose Greenwood to stay and recover. This also allowed her to get away from the public eye. From failed presidential candidates to notable ancestors and retreats, Georgia is filled with presidential stories. Thank you.
Georgia, 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 the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.